Hello, hello, hello. It's all right. Here, yes. I'm just checking. Do you know what? This live producer keeps coming up with new things that I'm not expecting when I go to go live in here. It's just done it again because I can now actually message people. It's now telling me that I can now. Where are we? There we are. Oh, it's different again. But you can now message people and go live in Messenger to certain people if you want. So that's different. That's new to me. Anyway, there we go. Right. Hello all. A late one today. All sorts of different bits and pieces going on. Not on my normal day. I'm on a different day, a different time. But I thought I'd better get this done anyway. As I said, lots going on, not necessarily with me, but with family and that behind the scenes. So, how are you? I hope you are well. Still enjoying this weather that we have. This is very nice for October. And I thought I would pop in today to talk about events and fairs and different things that are taking place locally to you over the next couple of months, because we are heading for Christmas, to say it quietly. If you're watching live, do come on and say hello to me, or if you're watching this on replay, again, hashtag replay, so that I know that if anybody watches after this is actually taken place. So we're leading up to the big date at the end of the year in December. And now that we're stepping out and some form of normality is starting to take place, lots of events are starting to happen, lots of fairs, lots of holistic events, lots of school events, lots of Christmas events, different craft fairs, different bits and pieces are all now starting to take place. There's some that's not running. I'm just very upset to hear that Bath Christmas Market is not running this year, but Winchester is taking place, so that's good. But I'm seeing lots of invites and lots of advertising going on for local events in the area. Now, it's not just for Christmas, but you've got bonfire ones taking place, Halloween ones taking place. All different things are going on. You may even be organising one yourself. I remember that I organised a couple of events, and especially with when my boys were still at junior school, I organised an event there as a fundraiser. So now's the time to start looking. Some places will already be booked up, but now's the time to start looking in locally in your area, seeing what's taking place and if there's any tables still available. Because I do think that this is still a great way to promote our business and to get visibility in the area. We know about Google My Business, we know about websites, we know about social media, but how about if you're not keen on doing networking, then having a stand, being at a fair. Again, when I first started 20 years ago, this was one of the ways. It was networking and fairs and events was what got my business out there and got my visibility. These are still a great thing to do, and as I said, I can see that they're already taking place now. There's been one in Chepstow, my own hometown, that's taken place. I know there's another one planned there coming up. And I know Chepstow again have got a big street event going on. They have regular now Sunday town markets going down through the main street. I know that Littlehampton to me have got artisan markets. These are all outside. But lots going on indoors, so you can check out what events are taking place. Look now on social media, look in your local groups, Google search for craft fairs, school fairs, everything in your area. These are how you will find out what events are taking place, and they'll have the contact and the details. Even look at venues and see if they've got anything coming on over the next couple of months. Events and fairs are great. They, like I said, they are great for giving visibility. Whether it's just you have a stand or whether you have a stand plus you're able to have a massage chair or massage couch or relaxator chair or a little chair and a stool that you can do reflexology, anything like that that you can do taster treatments. Some places now are even offering a separate room where they're running talks. So again, step out of the comfort zone and give a talk for 15-20 minutes, as this makes the difference. This becomes you're the expert and the speaker, and people are able to get to know you. This is all about building the know, like and trust. So we do know now why we do these type of things, why we do these events, and I go into that much more detail in marketing and different bits and pieces what I'm doing. But what I just quickly want to cover here is your table ready? Are you ready for running an event, do an event, attend an event? So manning a stand, maybe, or not having a chair or whatever. But with a table, different options you can go with this. You can either have the smallest table that's possible, be very basic, and then all you've got then is your leaflets and leaflets, cards, different bits and pieces like that. So it's very minimalist with your couch then on chair to be able to talk to people. That way's worked. I have done that before. I must admit I'm never very comfortable with only a small little amount of table. I like a big table because I take so much stuff. But you can do a nice minimalist, a small table, decorate it, make it bright, make it attractive. Now this is the thing about having a stand and table anywhere. You've got to make it attractive to pull people in. No point standing behind it, hiding behind it, and just saying hello or busy looking at your phone or whatever with people walking past. But also, I don't want, like, even when I attend these events, I don't like it if the stand holder, and I know a lot of marketing people recommend it, is that you stand in front of the stall of your stand and talk to people as they go by. I like to be left alone. So what I like to do is I like to stand on the side. So I'm either standing on the side of my table or I'm standing next to my massage chair or couch, whatever I've got with me. It allows people to walk up to the table and not be left alone. Or you're there being approachable. You can say hello or whatever if somebody looks at you. So when you've got that table, think about it. Get a cover that is big enough, even if it takes 2 table covers, whatever, and the matching branding colours or whatever to cover the front of the table. Not halfway, you want it right down to the floor, because the last thing you want to see are your boxes and bags on display as people walk past. You want that nice and covered, so a big table to cover. Some places now are providing, their tables and table covers, but if not, have 2 big tablecloths or big bed sheets, or you can now get these super duper mandala sheets, maybe get matching ones, so you can have them covering the table to the floor, so it hides your bags and your boxes. Make sure you've got big banners behind you, so that again people can see who you are, what it is you're doing at a distance. So nice big roll banners, or now the big square banners that you can get to have stand behind your table. If you're outside somewhere, again, one's a bit like an A board, but you can get garden ones and all sorts from Vistaprint. They provide them, or check out your local printers. So having the big banners behind you. Then what you want to do with your table is to have different layers. Often when I walk past through the years, either as an event, and again this is through me learning over the years, attending different events and looking at different tables, either as a table holder myself or as somebody, as a visitor wandering around, I look at the tables and see what's doing. Now when I first started, my table was very flat, and I've learned now to have it different levels, so that it attracts people to come to your table to have a look. If you're very cluttered and all on one level with different size bottles and things will get hidden, it will look cluttered and people won't come over. But if you have it on different levels, people will come over to see. It's the bright and shiny, it's the attractive. You may want to have one layer at the top, say in the middle, with your tablet or laptop or somewhere that you can plug in, that has a video or a slideshow of photographs of your therapy room and your treatment, so people can see what it's like at your place of work, what your welcome is, what the arrival is. If you've got a treatment room in your garden, have a video of the path that they have to take to the treatment room and walking in, so people know what to expect when they see it. Again, if they see something moving, it attracts people to come to the table and have a look. So have that. Have your leaflets, yes, postcards, brochures, whatever. If you've got products, have those on different levels, on different heights. If you've got raffle prizes for sale, again, have that. Remember to have a clipboard that you're collecting email addresses, whether it's for a raffle, whether it's for your newsletter. Have your newsletter on display. Even if yours is normally sent out by email, have one printed off properly. Have it lovely, presentable, that people can see. I also have done in the past, these books that you can get with the plastic pages in, especially if it's somewhere like, hypnotherapy or whatever, then they can't do hands-on. I would have a plastic book with the pages in of different testimonials, different things, different information sheets that, again, people can flick through and see and get an idea and get some knowledge from you as well. So you'd have that, you'd have your newsletter. You want to get ways of being able to get people to sign up to receive your newsletter. So any freebie documents, anything like that that you're giving away, or a free course, or anything, or any way of attracting to get email addresses. Other ways, lucky dip, coming up for Christmas. Lucky dip, you might have all little parcels wrapped up like a charity little bowl, with lots of little self-care things in there, foot care kits, nail kits, little lotions, little potions, different bits and pieces that you can individually wrap, that is like for lucky dip, again raising, maybe collecting money a bit there, if I said, for a charity. You might just want to do a bowl there with sweeties in. I've done it with a bowl with sweeties, with also cards with quotes and that on, that I found that I've liked from Facebook or whatever, and then on the back it's like my business card with my details on, so they grab a sweetie and they're like oracle card of the day, almost a bit like that. So, they get a quote and affirmation for them for the day. So there's all these different things that you can do you can draw people to your table to stay, not necessarily, draw, have a look and go, but to keep them there, as I said, with a sweet, with a affirmation card, with a lucky dip, different things that gets them involved. Other things that you can use, and I've often said before, go into Poundland, you can get all sorts of decorations and different bits and pieces from Poundland, whether it's lights to decorate your table, candles, whatever. So I got loads of starlings have just been and attracted my attention, distracted me. So you can do it different things. You can have balloons tied up, the helium and the foil balloons. You can have tied up there. Again, it attracts the eye. It attracts people to come to your table, and that's what you want to do. They may have hundreds come through the door, but if they're not stopping to look at your table, then it's not benefiting you at all. These events now can cost anywhere between £25 for a stand to £100 for a stand. And if you're unable to provide taster treatments for, say, £10 for 20 minutes or £20 for 20 minutes, if you're unable to do hands-on, you've got to think of other ways to make these events worthwhile for you. So that's why it's essential to have the table attractive, eye-catching, bringing people to you, seeing who you are and what you do from at a distance, how you're able to keep them there, getting information from them, and maybe even being chatting to them. if you've got you know, a massage chair or couch, have an appointment system there, because the last thing, if you're busy working, is people having to wait to have an appointment or for you to write it down. So have your timesheet there so they can fill in their own appointments. So you want to make it as simple and as easy as you can. And the last thing that you need to do, though, that you don't do, is just to sit behind your table on the chair scrolling through your phone. Build the excitement up before the event. Let people know. Post it in your local groups. Let people know that you're going to be there. Share it on your page. Whether it's, if you're in any other, you know, therapist support groups, share it in there that you're going to be attending. Share it where you think it's going to be necessary. Sometimes even the venues will have their own page that, again, you can share in there. When you actually arrive, take a video. And I've said this, do a live before. We'll do a live maybe leading up to it, when you're unpacking, etc. But also do a live once it's going. You don't have to be in it, but you can say, this is the event today. And then you can pan around the room. Because once it's seen, other people will share it. Especially if you're tagging the venue or the actual event page itself. I saw a great one the other week that somebody was doing a little pan round with their Facebook Live with their phone, and one of the organisers, one of the staff, noticed it and stood there and done a quick presentation telling people what was going on, what was happening through the day, and welcoming. Now, this wasn't planned, this was just done, and it was absolutely brilliant. But it gets the wider reach, and it gets your business more involved because you're helping to market it. You're building the excitement on it. So I hope that helps. I am going to share, I've got here, just getting the details now, of a document that I've got, that my top tips for running a therapy, you know, running, for having an event or running an event. So I'm just sharing the link here that you can sign up for and get this absolutely free. It says your therapy business ready for Christmas. So it's all about the different things you can do, whether it's events, whether it's doing vouchers, packages, gifts, etc. That link is there that you can sign up and get that absolutely free. But when you're doing an event, make the event successful for you. Do what you can to attract people to your table, chat to them, give them information, get them signed in their email address, give them some freebie documents, newsletter, whatever it is. But the more you can do like that, the more that you become the expert, and people will want to know more about you and your business. But I hope that helps. If you want to chat about it or ask any questions, do send me a message or an email, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.